One word to describe Brian.
I'm here to keep
An egghead. No, just he is caring, compassionate, kind, funny. Yeah.
Funny?
Yeah. Why?
Because I said so. Just kidding.
Irrelevant.
Why is he irrelevant?
For the schools for Sierra.
He's no longer LTG.
I would describe Brian as awesome because he's just like an overall amazing, outgoing person with just like this like super great personality. I honestly like appreciate Brian so much for everything that he does and that he's done for the division and that he's done for me personally.
Passionate.
Okay.
I'm a passionate man.
Caring, not just because it's the Key Club motto, but because I think Brian is like truly one of the most like caring people I've ever met. Like I knew Brian for like at the beginning of the term, like I just met Brian, but like he was so kind. He was like making sure everyone was okay, and like as I just got to know him throughout the term, like I just got to see how much he cares about everyone. Like Division 16 East, like you don't realize, but like you have such a good lieutenant governor. Like Brian, like he's always been an inspiration to me, and every time I talk to him, he's always worrying like, did they have fun? He worries about little members. He worries about everyone. Like he just cares so much about you. Like each individual member, like he cares so much about, and like he's always been such an inspiration to me. And I think he's just the most caring person I've ever met. Like I know during times in my term when I doubted myself, or I was having trouble planning RTC or Fall Rally or many of the other events we planned, Brian was always there to talk to me. He'd always stay up and Skype with me late at night, and I mean we'd cry and we'd talk and we'd laugh together, and he's so caring, and I'm so blessed to have a friend like him because he truly cares about me and he cares about everyone else, and he cares so much about your division, and yeah, caring. It's his way of life, I guess.
So my first impression of Brian was like, who's this kid? I met him when I was in 7th grade, and that was like 6 years ago, yeah. And like, we were going to the Cleveland Mixer, and he just started talking to me, and he was like so funny, and then I found out he was on Awesomeness TV, and I was like, wow, this kid is this kid. He's going places.
My first impression of Brian was like, he's very energetic.
I think he was very quirky.
Quirky?
I think he was really nice and he was really funny.
Brian or me and Brian, we go way back. And by way back, I mean he was an executive assistant during my freshman year. I didn't really get as close to him because I was a freshman and I was really nervous. But throughout my sophomore year, he saw me develop throughout Ashley's term, and then we got so much more closer when I became a president. And oh no, it's like for a banquet. But Brian has just been one of the I don't know how to explain this, but he's been like such a huge inspiration to me, and he's helped me out throughout this whole term.
Favorite moment with Brian?
My favorite moment was definitely at Decon when at the end of the 4th session I was standing like in a corner, and I was fine. I was like, I'm not gonna cry. You know, it's sad seeing all the seniors cry, and then I just see Brian making his ugly crying face. He's like walking over to me, and then I started crying. So that's probably one of my favorite memories.
What's the word? Decon, when he was ugly crying, I was ugly crying, and I go to hug him, and I'm like, Brian, you're such a role model, and he's like, stop, I'm so stop, Mary's like, you're gonna make me cry.
It was probably at Decon when like we all cried, and then he came over to us and he started crying. I couldn't help but cry with him.
And he was crying from the stage. I saw him cry, and I was like, no, you're gonna make me cry, but I cried, and it was just, oh, I don't want to see him go.
And then I like went up to hug him after. He's like, oh my god, and he's like crying, and then I was like, come here, I want to hug you. And he's like, why do you want to hug me? I'm gonna see you tomorrow at school. And I was like, let me hug you.
Like a month after DOT applications were released, where I kept on telling him that I didn't get DMC and that I was an honorary DLT member. No, that's always gonna stick by me. Thanks to him, I'm still here, and I'm gonna miss him. And yeah.
Was when my first division event, or no, my first club event with Granada, which is a dog toy making event where he made me join his group, and like we all went to Boba My Tea afterwards for fundraiser, and I didn't know that we needed money in Key Club, but then he took me there, and like he made me talk to like other Key Clubbers who are like upperclassmen, and that's when I broke barriers.
One moment, I think it was funny because we were driving to the firecracker run.
Oh yeah, I took him.
Yeah, the whole ride there, he was literally just like singing to show tunes. That was literally like one of the like funniest moments.
What it was during a prep day, Brian had like a case of water bottles, and out of all the water bottles, he gave me the coldest one, and that made me realize that he's been very creative with all of his koala.
Anything else you want to add for Brian?
Good luck in wherever you're going. You're truly an inspiration to me, and thank you for being such a great friend.
Brian, though we may not have been as close as I wanted us to be, I'm thankful that I was able to meet you. You're really weird and amazing, and it's awesome. I'm glad that I've joined Key Club and met you.
Wow, we've been through a lot together, and I'm so proud and thankful to have you in my life and to see you grow and change this past year. Like, I've seen so much growth and so much change, and you've literally you've helped Division 16 so much. And I know, Brian, that you nothing ever feels good enough. Like, I know that you're probably sitting there I don't know, maybe next to me, maybe next to Emily or something, and saying to yourself no, I could have done this or I could have done better, but you did the best you could, and you were an amazing LTG, and you were an inspiration for me, and I think I speak for the whole region team when I say you were an inspiration for all of us. And it was such a pleasure to work with someone that's so committed and caring and passionate and genuinely funny. And it's been such an honor to get to know you, and I really hope that 16 East, you're able to see how much work and how much dedication, how much blood and sweat and tears that Brian has put into his term and to helping you guys this last term, because he's literally my inspiration. Everything Brian did, I always looked up and said how can I replicate that, because he did amazing things, and I'm so proud of him, and I'm so happy that he got distinguished, because there's no one else who deserves it more than him, truly and honestly. And yeah, I love you, Brian. Thank you for being such a good friend to me and being there for me no matter what, no matter RTC or fall rally or staying up late with me and talking to me, and just thank you for being there through all my hardships. And it's been an honor to be there with you and serve with you this term as LTGs, and I know that we're gonna be friends for a long time, and you're not getting rid of me anytime soon. But yeah, thank you so much, and I love you, and I'm so happy for you, and you're amazing, and yeah.
We're gonna make some memes today.
Money rains from the sky above, but people change 'cause of kindness, a little time and some tenderness.
Say the pledge and I'll give you a napkin.
That's bullying.
No other thing that's as precious to me. There's no other than a heart that's free and a heart that's true.